I had not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look. It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either. Two odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened. Buckets, barrels, butter churns, and beds were jammed into every nook and cranny of that cave. It all seemed so familiar. Buckets, barrels, butter churns, and beds were jammed into every nook and cranny of that cave. It all seemed so familiar. Even though the bed was very comfortable, this was no time to hide under the covers. As I was saying, this was no time to take a nap. All right, I took a brief rest before I decided to adventure on with that very important treasure.
Wait. Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind. Nestled beneath a slumbering pile of teeth and claws was...
Fabled mirror.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
You want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to... My way to
add a shinier hat to my collection.
So, the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I used my cleverness to outsmart the trap. Then I used my cleverness to hide. Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers.
What did you use to...
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to the cave wall. After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend. You marched right into a ferocious dragon's mouth.
I was just making sure he was still... Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch. the mirror called out to me. A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive. With the magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become. Split second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences. Were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope, but with the last of my strength I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolen, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures. All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. Like, why did you set the dragon free even though he was trying to eat you?
I set him free because, well, over the years I realized that the dragon was not the despicable, hideous beast Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was never shown any kindness. On that day, I forgave the dragon for his atrocious past.
You have such a bizarre way of making friends, Grandpa. I guess I do, too. I'm known as Gwendolen the Popular back home, but only to my stuffed bunnies.
I've always found it best to pursue friends where I can, though they don't always feel the same about me.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolen, it's way past your bedtime.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
Well, hello, cousin.
Gart!
I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
We got here as fast as we could, and I like Grandpa's stories, especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes, the legendary beast that he set free. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before or he doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolen. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
Come in, Gwendolyn. You can set those on the nightstand.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now, let's talk about far more important issues, like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Gart you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of... precision through practice and a deft maneuver or two. Train harder and follow your instincts. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story, one I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I'd seen a dragon. It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
Well, Triumph, this looks as good a place as any to camp for the night. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
After gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcomed the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization. I could have sworn the Parade of Hopeful Knights was scheduled for the next day. I should have been with them, marching with triumph. It seemed my first few minutes in Daventry were off to a terrible start.
So, how did you catch up with them?
That odd horn seemed to be missing some sort of mouthpiece. strange tracks blazed a trail through the forest. I wondered what those birds needed a toolbox for. Shame. The only tool left seemed to be a small hatchet. And no, Gwendolyn, before you start asking me thousands of questions about that hatchet, I did not go around using it on everything. That wheel seemed freshly broken. That wheel seemed freshly broken.
You dirty thieves! Wah! Oh, it's just a boy. Don't know where he's from, but it must be hard to pronounce. You know, you should never sneak up on a guy in a dangerous place like... Oh! What's wrong with your foot? Probably stepped on a spiniferous thornweed. Don't worry, I got just the fix for that. Tell me, is it more of a... Ow! Or a... Oh! Either way, the Merchant of Miracles has got you covered. But it'll cost you. I've risked my neck to forage the most rare, miraculous, mysterious, and oftentimes delicious ingredients. Here it is. I massage this into my skin twice a day, and just look at my little biscuits. Well, now that I've mulled it over, you'd better not. It might stunt your growth. Ooh, such exquisite material. Hey. I knew you weren't from around here. Well, you best get going. Nobody likes a late night. Oh, wait. You're stuck here with me. Every bridge in is out. And my shortcut had a few shortcomings. I swear that rock leaped straight out of the water. Now I'm stuck here with no wheel, a lost toolbox, and Mr. Fancy Cakes. Say, I'll bet a fine, strapping young man like you could help me fix up this wheel. Yup, you help me fix my chariot, and I'll give you a lift to the tournament. Hopefully no one else notices your horrible lack of punctuality. Oh, how rude. Do you have any questions for me?
Nope.
That missing wheel had me stumped. I had to go out on a limb to get past the root of the problem.
Ugh. Grandpa, your infamous puns are not my favorite.
What's the matter? You don't like the timbre of my voice? You'll warm up to the puns.
These are terrible.
town square was eerily quiet. Was I the only person in Daventry not at the parade? I stumbled upon some kind of curiosity shop. Aha! Something big and round. Hopefully no one would mind if I borrowed this tabletop. Like me, this little tree was new in town and needed some time to grow and find its way. What? Too sappy?
I have nothing to say.
You'll warm up to it. Ah, a shortcut.
Do I really have to hear the story about how you took forever to tiptoe across that fallen tree again?
No, I guess not.
I thought this might do the trick.
What a clever choice! Such craftsmanship, and sturdy, too! Just hope you didn't pay too much. I'd hate for you to have spent all your money when you've only just arrived in town, right? You ready, Mr. Fancy Cakes? I know, darling, I know. Silly question. You were born ready. Oh, wait! Before my mind slips, I was able to procure an entrance ticket to the tournament. Since you so graciously found me a wheel, I am more than willing to sell it to you at a reasonably discounted rate. Are you interested?
No thanks. Not really interested.
Are you sure? They'll charge you double at the tournament. They're not as trustworthy as I am.
The price still seems really high to me.
Okay, you're twisting my turban here. I didn't pay you for such a deal, Deliberator. Final offer, half off the previously discounted rate. Come on, treat yourself, boy.
I'll see if I can find a better deal at the tournament.
I'll suit yourself, but don't say I never did anything for you. Now, let's Vamanusi from this Meadowland, Mr. Fancy Cakes. It is go time. Mr. Fancy Cakes! Ah, heel! Halt! Avast! Stop! We sincerely hope you enjoyed your stay in our luxury cabin. Please gather your belongings and watch your head on exit.
Thanks for the hospitality.
No time to lounge, my boy! Lucky for you, the parade is halted. Another case of a mysterious missing bridge, I imagine. Watch your step. We wouldn't want any tears in that illustrious cape. Bon voyage, Buttercup! Don't forget about us working folk, especially when your pockets are full of riches.
Wait, hey! Get back here, you dirty thief!
Stay off those rocks. It's dangerous. Distress!
Abandon post!
Learn how to swim, boy.
Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome, lad.
He was talking to me.
I believe he was talking to me.
Nope, me.
Wouldn't be the first time I've corrected you.
How anyway? This tired argument is getting on my nerves.
No need to argue about the fact that I am...
Huh?
Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Not good.
Another horn and another missing piece.
Mind if I join your semicircle?
Let us big kids figure this one out. Over here, buddy.
Pardon me! All right! Out, out, oh, oh, no, don't, Elsie out, don't, bugger. No, 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 down.
I left the hatchet lodged in the tree because I would not need it any more.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. Everyone always asks about that hatchet. It gets a tad annoying.
Huh?
Hang on a sec. Graham, right?
Yes. How did you know my name?
Oh, you'd be surprised at the information people give out when they're too busy thinking about their own agenda. I also observed that without you, No one could have made it across. Well done, Graham.
Thanks, I guess.
They'll never acknowledge it, you know. Those who use their minds over their biceps are never woven into the tapestries of time. I can tell you're like me, a creative thinker, an intellectual. To win this competition, you'll need to prove that your talents are more powerful than their strength, agility, and speed. You'll also need a friend.
I could really use a friend.
They call me Manny. Pleased to meet you.
So, friend, what's your favorite color? Do you like popcorn-flavored jelly beans? Because I do. What's your availability for sleepovers? Are we in a secret club?
Green. I prefer pizza-flavored. I'm free on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I would say more of a secret alliance.
Alliance?
This competition will not be easy, and Daventry needs men like us. If we put our heads together, we might have a shot.
What's the plan?
If you win, put a good word in for me with the king. And if I win, I'll do the same. Soon, we'll both be moving up the ranks in the castle together. We should head inside the theater, though. Let me know how I can help.
Graham, to the front of the stage, please. Now that we have recovered our list, it is my duty to inform you that you are officially signed in. Yay. And I do want to apologize. I am very, very terribly sorry. But we've run out of commemorative tote bags.
That's not a problem. I have no use for tote bags. My mother designed my cape with lots of pockets. Is the next event about to start?
Not so fast, Pocket Boy. The tournament bylaws explicitly state that each contestant must complete every event before continuing on in the competition. Since you were late, you missed the test of chivalry and the welcoming parade, both designed as light-hearted warm-ups and getting-to-know-you type exercises. You know, an icebreaker before we start in on the usual death, destruction, and duels of a cutthroat nature.
Don't forget about Amendment 70, Article 4.
I was getting to that, thank you. In the spirit of equal opportunity, the new rules state that you can schedule a make-up chivalry test if and only if the circumstances for your absence were extenuating. So, I will ask, what were your extenuating circumstances that made you late for the tournament?
I, don't know what the term extenuating means.
I'll just pencil in dim-witted. Now, go on, mingle with the other contestants. Find out as much as you can about them, and when you're ready for the chivalry test, come and see me.
Hey, thanks for knocking that log over out there. Really. It gave me the opportunity to go on a lovely cruise.
Those nights were annoying me, and I wanted some alone time. Leave me be, little fly. You don't want to wake the bull.
Look, I don't want to be in this conversation any more than you do, but I missed the chivalry test, and I need to make it up. The faster we get this over with, the faster I can leave you alone.
Well, make it quick. Then buzz off.
I'm Graham.
No last names. I don't even want your first name.
And your name?
I'm known throughout the land as Circumference, but I am currently in the process of rebranding myself, starting with my name. You should call me Acorn.
What was that you were hiding in your paws?
Well, none of your business, Feather Boy.
I'll leave you be.
Go away. when we see your special sweater.
My arm was pinched, but...
Hello, my name's Graham. Nice to meet you.
Achaka.
So, where do you hail from?
Achaka.
I see. Sounds exotic. Good chat. I'm gonna get back to the chivalry test.
Oh, hey, Graham. We were just sharing some tips about the tournament. Let me know if you want the rundown about any of our competitors.
What can you tell me about Acorn?
I can tell you not to mess with those bull horns in any strength competition. I shouldn't be telling you this, but I heard a rumor that the man keeps a pet squirrel under his belly. What kind of a weirdo does that? Imagine what else he's hiding under there. Neither of us is going to be able to match his strength. If we're going to oust him, we'll need to work together and expose his secrets.
What can you tell me about Achaka?
I'm studying his every move. He should make any opponent quiver. Ugh, you got me doing it now. He's fast, strong, and vicious with his bow. I'm trying to convince him to join our alliance, but the translation isn't quite working.
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye!
You see this one, little brother one? What do you want?
I, heard what you're hiding.
No, you didn't, skinny pants.
I did. I heard a rumor that a tiny squirrel pet lives under your belly.
What? Who told you that? I bet it was Whisper. He's the worst. His ego is the one thing I can't stomach. And she's not my pet. She's my friend.
I'll leave you be.
You need to get lost. You again?
Does your squirrel friend have a name?
I wish Whisper would keep his big mouth shut. Her name is Princess Madeline of Avalon. She's a proper lady.
What else is hidden in that belly?
The bones of a feather boy if you don't leave me alone.
I think you're hiding something else in there, but I'm not sure I want to find out. I'll leave you be.
Scram!
Monster.
Hey there, I'm Graham.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And your name?
What?
Well, I didn't catch your name.
What? Is this true? Surely you jest, Greg. What rock did you crawl out from? How do you not recognize this well-proportioned face?
Well, it's not Greg, it's Graham. And, of course, I know who you are. You're... Whisper.
Correct. Well, Whisper's full name is Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr. the Third, hailing from Modesto. But I'm sure a fan like you knew that. Would you like an autograph?
I don't seem to have any portraits on me.
Well, if you find one, I'll sign it, free of charge. Whisper loves his fans. Whisper loves the knighthood. Whisper loves thwarting evil. But most of all, Whisper loves Whisper.
As do we all. I should be getting back to my chivalry test now.
Don't go! Whisper can do it!
That's a nice thought, but I'm pretty sure those guards would never confuse you for me. I mean, your armor is pretty recognizable.
Whisper's armor is shiny because Whisper loves his own reflection.
Yeah, I get it. Good day, Whisper.
Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Let's do it.
Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Manny. We're friends, you know. We have kind of an alliance. Next question.
All right, next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
Achaka.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr. the Third of Modesto. I'm sure of it.
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
Princess Madeline of Avalon. She sounds quite charming.
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got all the answers correct. Great job, Pockets. Now, we shouldn't keep your new friends waiting, should we? Let's start the show.
Welcome, everybody. You are all here to win a knight position on King Edward's court. But that's not all. As you all know, tragically, the king has no heirs. So, this position could very well lead to the crown of Daventry itself. Now, let's officially commence the competition part of the tournament. I do hope you've all made friends, because it's about to get nasty. The time has come to collect your entrance tickets. Each knight hopeful will need to bring back to the theatre, dum-dum-dum-dum, one eye of a hideous beast. And, due to Proclamation 1748.2, it will actually need to be a hideous beast. Not like last year. No adorably cute, fuzzy or tiny creature eyes will be accepted. Thank you.
Nothing to see here.
There are many hideous eyes to find in Daventry. We urge you to take this opportunity to show us your skills. We want to know what's in your heart, how you think, and how you react in the face of danger. You might not believe all that can be interpreted from one eye, but we will still judge you all the same. Now, everyone, go forth and claim thine eyes.
Whisper!
Ooh.
Whisper can do it.
Watch your step, kid.
Oh, thanks.
I know it ain't fancy, but it'll have to work for now. Amaya Blackstone, nice to meet you.
Graham, the pleasure's mine. It's nice to see all these bridges are getting fixed.
All these bridges? No, kid. This contract is over. Daventry can't afford me anymore. They can't even afford oil for the crumbler over there. My own invention, of course.
Oh, what does a crumbler do?
It lifts, it chops, it crumbles. Most importantly, it brings in the monies, which are desperately needed. Been kind of rough around here lately.
It seems that way. Daventry's been an interesting experience so far. Different from what I read in my travel books. Honestly, I'm starting to wonder if it's for me.
Don't worry, kid. It's not you. This kingdom's been going downhill ever since the Queen died. And now, with the bridges out, no one can get into Daventry. It's really quiet. I hate the silence. I'm a woman of action, if you couldn't tell. Quiet towns don't pay the bills.
I can see that.
Well, I should get going. Perhaps someone's wandered into my shop. If you make it there, come say hi. I'm on the left.
Seeing all these new recruits makes...
So, how did you find an eye?
Hasn't anyone told you it's not polite to go stomping around on people's backs? Give me one good reason not to gobble you up right now.
Because, like yourself, I too am a bridge troll. See?
You're pretty ugly for a troll. A long nose and a bushy tail like that? Are you sure you're not a bridge bandicoot?
Yep, no bandicoots here. Just a hairy, hideous bridge troll.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't believe you. It's just that I've been crossed so many times. One more time, and I might emotionally collapse. Would you be so kind to accept my apology and join me in the secret dance of the Bridge Troll Guild?
Oh, yes, of course, the troll dance. I, only know the traditional Ludor version, so you should start.
Very well, Tiny Bandicoot.
Yeah. Can't stop. All right.
You got some great moves, Mr. Bandy. You are most certainly a bridge troll. What did you want from Ulfie?
You wouldn't happen to know where I can find an Eye of a Beast, would you?
Is it time for the tournament already? I thought that was on Tuesday. Oh, bother, my memory's failing again. Ulfie's been suffering from sleep deprivation. A very rude monster has been snarling in the bushes behind my back.
Is this monster you speak of hideous, perchance?
Snarling Snarlax is legendarily hideous. Those puny guards of Daventry would surely be impressed by his eye. It is rumored the beast has 2 purple eyes with bright blue, glowing pupils, 6 legs, 3 claws, and 1 tooth. I could let you cross and perhaps even help you with that fire-eyed monster, but since Ulfie didn't eat you, Ulfie needs a pick-me-up. This big tooth is a sweet one. If you bring me something to eat, I'll consider helping you.
What are all those weird instruments around the bridges for?
Usually those horns are used to summon its associated bridge troll to fill the gap. But we have removed all mouthpieces until we get word from the head of the guild. Ulfie was instructed to keep all his horns hidden from humans. I keep mine under my butt.
Can you share with me why all the bridges seem to be missing in Daventry?
Well, little Bandy, until further notice, the Bridge Troll Guild is officially on strike. For too long have we, the bridges, have been stomped on by sharp-pointed shoes of the puny guards. And do they care that my back breaks out in an itchy rash from all that marching? Of course not. As Pilar says, for shame, Daventry. We're not going back to work until the kingdom can take better care of their roads. I should be at the meeting, but Ulfie always shows up fashionably late, right when the croissants are served.
Happy trails.
Scamper back quick, little bandicoot. Ulfie is starving.
precious. The badger wanted to make friends with the squirrels. I walked into town with my last coin. Whatever path I chose to pursue for my eye would need to be cheap.
Give me a second.
You aren't the delivery boy, are you? That merchant is usually so prompt with our rare, miraculous, and oftentimes delicious ingredients.
Oh, hush feathers, Chester. This boy's no courier. He desires a position in King Edward's court. He appears to be a compassionate gentleman, but he is clearly out of his comfort zone. He is one who needs to think more with his brain and less with his heart if he is going to defeat the contenders in this year's night tournament.
Zounds! Did you just read my fortune?
No, we're just very old and very judgmental people.
It's true we're judges. This is my judging face.
Ariel and I don't read fortunes anymore.
Yep. There was no future in it.
We couldn't tell fortunes if we wanted to. Some scoundrel stole our fortune table whilst we were watching the parade.
Mm-hmm. You haven't seen anyone rolling around Daventry without tabletop, have you?
I'm sorry. I couldn't find anyone to pay. A man was stranded in the forest and needed a wheel, so I borrowed your table and lent it to him.
Oh, that's actually pretty clever. We can't be mad at that, can we? We were about to toss that old table anyway. Glad it's being put to use.
Oh, thank the stars. We don't have to lock our doors anymore.
I think we're safe now. Thanks for being honest, boy.
Take a look around, boy. Let us know if you like anything you see.
Speak up, boy.
So, I've just gotta know, what is brewing in that cauldron? Is it a transfiguration elixir? Is it an invincibility potion? If I drink it, will I understand the language of creatures? Will I sprout the wings of an eagle? Or a fly?
Oh, this? Teeth-whitening potion.
Oh, it's gonna change everything.
Watch this. Behold the power of whitening.
Oh, well. Oh, well, we're still working out the kinks. While we're still in the prototype phase, feel free to dip whatever you want in there free of charge.
Ooh, how much for that candle?
Our everlasting blue flame lantern? The housing's broken. Someone brought it in for repair but never paid.
Tell you what, if you bring us something we can hollow out to house the candle, you can have it for the price of one shiny gold coin.
Fare thee well.
May your cap be one of thinking.
Grandpa, that's not going to work. Why would you walk into a patch of spiniferous thornweeds?
Well, I didn't. I thought about it for a while, though. I was thirsty.
pretty pic.
No one should notice one bell missing.
What a peculiar trap.
All right, sugar shrooms. Ew, gross.
Go ahead and dunk it.
Astounding!
How'd the bell work on this?
Go ahead and dunk it.
Ta-da!
King Edward gave us everything we have. His legacy was tarnished in his later years, but he was a once great man, and he left me with a Daventry to grow into the kingdom it is today. Starberries framed a serene view. Shame about that buzzing beehive, though.
Bees!
I ruined the bees' day and that lovely meal. I tucked the berries away for later, even though I was craving a cliffside snack.
Ew, that's disgusting.
Don't worry. The Wedsels will be here soon, Princess Madeline.
Hello there, and good afternoon. Forgive the shop from lacking our usual favorites. With all the bridges out and my supplier missing, I can't keep all my delicious treats stocked. But have a look around. I'm here to answer any questions. I am here to serve.
What's today's special?
Oh, well, today I am baking up quite the treat. Grandma's Star Shroom Pie, a delicacy big enough to feed an army. Or someone with the appetite of an army. I've eaten it in one sitting before. Well, don't judge. No one would trust a skinny baker, now would they? Unfortunately, my ingredients haven't been delivered, and I can't complete the recipe. Until those bridges get fixed, people will just have to settle for the love in my goat hoof pie instead. Tell you what, if you can find me some starberries and sugar shrooms, you can have this monster pie for the discounted price of 1 gold coin.
Got any free samples?
Oh, today only. I'm letting people sample our new walnut strudel. However, I ran out of bitterroot. It's really nasty on its own, but it really brings out the nutty flavor of the strudel. It usually grows under big, heavy rocks. If you can find me some, you can have all the free samples you want.
Good day.
Don't forget to follow your heart. I've never seen purple sugar shrooms before. Hopefully these will still work. Now, if you can find me the starberries, she's all yours for the discounted rate of 1 shiny gold coin. These starberries are perfectly ripe, just squishy enough, and with a faint scent of musky cabbage. Now, if you pass me 1 shiny gold coin, Grandma's giant Star Shroom Pie is all yours.
So you spent your only coin to buy that giant pie?
I did. I knew that delicious smelling pie would somehow get me to the next round of the tournament.
Oh, thanks for the patronage. Share this pie with a friend or 2, or 3. And good luck in the tournament.
Will the squirrels remember that?
The squirrels will most certainly remember that.
Thanks for the momentary lapse in conversation. Ulfie was unquestionably hangry. Now that I am refurbished, let us extract that snarling Snarlack's eye. Earthquake! It's all yours now.
Whisper can do it.
Fret not, little bandicoot. It is the two-eyed snarling Snarlax after all. London Bridges!
Whisper!
Ulfie has a new plan. First we'll... Then you'll... Then I'll... But first, you'll need this. Whenever you need me, just give it a blow.
For those brave souls that are still with us, welcome back. Now, you may have heard some squawking from a few naysayers in our kingdom concerned with the ethics of the tournament. But proclamations and addendums aside, this is the way we have always done it in Daventry, and this is the way we will continue to do it. Now, Knight Hopefuls, if you would be so kind as to present your eyes.
Hold still.
Going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
Is this hideous enough for you?
Yes. This is... I don't think any addendums cover this. Congratulations, Graham! Welcome to the tournament! That troll is pretty ugly.
Yeah, ugly in a sort of pretty way.
That's not exactly what I meant.
You know, like your cousin Hilda.
Take that and that! Oh. Mr. Springbottom. What? You're surprised I'm competing in the stuffed animal tournament? You know what? I will make some stories of my own. I'll pick up where my last book left off. It was called 31 Ways to Slay a Monster. You're just too adorable to fight, Mr. Springbottom. Let's dance instead. Twirling and best friends and twirling.
Gwendolyn!
I'm sorry, Grandma.
Oh, I'll take care of it, dear. I came to tell you your grandfather is ready for you. Run along, go have some adventures. Just try to have your next adventure away from my glass vases, please.
Now it's time for my favourite part of the tournament, the duels. Ha-ha! You will compete against each other in a duel of strength and a duel of speed, with the winners facing off in a championship duel of wits.
The pairings of knights were selected at random, so no complaining. I'm looking at you, Whisper.
Any ties will be settled in sudden death. The winner, of course, will gain the knight position.
The duel of strength will take place at our fantastical and wondrous floating island.
And bring your steed to the tournament theatre for the duel of speed.
Please unveil the tournament board.
I will remain here for any questions.
And good luck to you. Oh, wait. I almost forgot. Has anyone seen that archer knight around?
He probably headed home. He mentioned how hard it was for him to be away from his family.
Whisper saw him headed towards the dark, scary well.
Well, proclamation 463737317767378 states that any knight who voluntarily leaves a competition needs to sign the release form on the back of his portrait. We've had problems in the past.
Do I have any volunteers to track down his signature?
Wonderful. Thank you, Pockets. Here's his portrait. If you could get him to sign it, that would be great. And talk to me if you have any further questions.
Let the duels commence!
Questions?
Do you know where Achaka went?
Yes, we need his signature stating that he has voluntarily left the tournament. He was last seen heading towards that old well outside of town. I'd send the guards, but there is a lot of distress past those brambles.
Where exactly is the Duel of Strength?
The Duel of Strength will take place on Daventry's own fantastical, wondrous floating island. Head north, then east. You can't miss it.
Bye.
Toodles.
Which did you tackle first? Duel of Speed or the Duel of Strength?
No time to talk. Gotta get back to the meeting.
And that's why you shouldn't wolf down your food.
He probably knows we don't have the croissant.
Hey, my coin!
He is a weakling. I'm getting tired of opening that door for him.
Now, Pilar, I don't know if I'd say...
I needed to get closer to hear what was going on.
Nice of you to...
No time to talk. Gotta get back to the meeting.
Nice of you to finally show up, Graham. If you like sharp things, you've come to the right place. We have over 23. Oh, forgive me. Last night was a little rough. I woke up on the floor, my bed nowhere to be found. Can you believe that? What type of yahoo steals a bed while you're sleeping in it? And the most curious part, nothing else is missing. Also, Graham, I kinda heard a rumor. I was gonna keep it to myself, but I heard some guards gossiping, and I have to say, I'm impressed that you did not back down from that massive troll. A picnic, however, is disgraceful. They need to get back to work, not have tea parties. Now that's bold. You don't even know what you're buying. No matter, I'll gladly take your money and give you my gardening tool. It's the only thing you can afford.
Did you do it? Did you spend your only gold coin on the epic weed whacker?
I did. The bowl costs a fortune.
Now, Graham, promise me you will only use this for its intended purpose.
I shall be brave in all my hedge trimmings.
Those plants will never see it coming.
Achaka was last seen headed down here. Shame he didn't find his eye in time for the tournament.
But Grandpa, the dragon lives down there.
I didn't know that yet, Gwendolyn, and pretend you don't either. This story takes place before the one I told you last night. Sometimes a story is best told out of order.
Oh, got it.
I didn't think he knew the competition was over. Perhaps if he brought back an eye, they would let him back in. Probably an addendum for that.
Hey, I need you to sign this! You missed the deadline!
Stalama. Afamata. Stafamata. Stalama. Stalama. Afamata. Stalama. Afamata. Water. Afamata. Stalama. Stalama. Afamata. Stalama. Afamata. Afamata. Stalama. Afamata. 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 Water.
Wait, 2 eyes?
Yes, and another surprise. We didn't share your excitement. The story should. He was still after that eye, despite my trying to stop him. It's a shame I was fired.
Buka.
Stalama! Stalama!
Buka.
Afanada!
Buka.
Afanada!
Hey, good looking out.
Achaka. Buta.
Afanada.
Buta!
Stalama, Stalama.
Ooh. Buta!
Afanada.
Buta!
Stalama, Stalama.
Ooh. Buta!
Afanada.
Buta!
Afanat.
Huta!
Stalama, Stalama.
Ooh. Buta!
Afanat. Perhaps there's an addendum that will let you back into the tournament if you bring back an eye?
Shrekky Afamata.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Shrekky.
I'm done. I am done. This is not for me.
Going somewhere?
Yes, I'm going home, where I belong. I was promised wonder and adventure and fantastical floating islands. And what I got was a Daventry that will never live up to what it once was.
Daventry needs you, Graham. I know it's not what you expected, but give it time. We can work through the kinks together. It can be great once again with the right people in charge.
I'm not that person. And you should stop believing in me. It could get you killed.
Fine. Leave. Be a dentist for all I care. I guess Achaka was wrong.
What?
Nothing. It was nice meeting you, Graham.
Spill it.
Well, Achaka and I were chatting during your chivalry test, and he had some thoughts about you. Didn't you find it odd that Achaka entered this tournament, Graham? Did he ever tell you why?
He might have, but I only learned 2 words of his language.
A horrendous famine struck Achaka's village, Ichtue. He left his suffering family to enter this tournament. He hoped to seek an audience with the king to plead for help. It was a long shot, even for him.
Oh, great. So because of me, a whole village will starve. That makes me feel better.
No. Because of you, a village will be saved. Achaka was impressed by you. He told me he was watching you on your travels to Daventry, and that you seemed like the type of person that could inspire change. More so than those bucket heads, anyways. If you're not going to compete for yourself or me, do it for the Ichtuans. They need you. You're their last hope.
I was too slow to catch those frogs. I tried again, but it was no use. Did I ever tell you about the time I tried to catch a frog? It was riveting.
Grandpa.
After trying for hours to catch those frogs, I was exhausted and thought I was going to croak.
Not funny.
I had to be careful with my cape while sliding around for those frogs. I didn't want to rip it.
I don't know what's worse, dad jokes or grandpa jokes.
All right, enough words. I'm starting to get a frog in my throat.
He probably knows we don't have the crust.
Yes?
Bye.
Toodles.
I'd always been a straight shooter, but Ataka opened my eyes.
All right, that one wasn't that bad.
Well, thank you.
How did you take out all those goblins?
With swiftness or patience, you'll have to wait and see.
How did you take out all those goblins?
With swiftness or patience, you'll have to wait and see.
Release me, you fiend! Oh, nice shot! Time for you rocks to roll! Boy! That is your name, right? Boy, thank the shining stars! Where did you learn to shoot like that? Now, I'm not a native goblin tongue, but I'm pretty sure I made out the words unicorns and majestic museum. Mr. Fancy Cakes is too barbarous for a caged life. Listen, I want to sincerely apologize for my pilfering sausages, and thank you for saving me.
Give me my money back, you dirty... merchant!
No problem at all. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 1. There you go. I'd give you more, but those hoarding goblins looted my cart. And since we are all square, I have a favor to ask of you. Can you deliver this rare and miraculous ingredient to that amateur magic shop in town? It's a snoozing leaf. Be careful transporting it, though. Once Mr. Fancy Cakes ate one of these snoozing leaves and was knocked out cold for days. Well, gotta run. Good thing these shorts breathe so well. Thanks again, boy. I won't forget this. Sayonara.
Did the merchant remember that?
Ha! The merchant immediately forgot that.
Shame. But the tournament must go on.
It's Graham, the soft of heart.
The wannabe knight with a heart of gold.
Congratulations on making it to the next round of the tournament.
Our crystal ball told us about the eye you presented.
It was an alternative way to go, not as clever as what we would have cooked up, but you made a new friend. I guess that counts for something.
Perhaps we shouldn't expect too much rule bending from a nice guy like you.
Just be careful. Around here, compassionate people get taken advantage of.
No matter your choice in life, we will gladly take your money.
Business is business. Now, Chester, can you hand me the frog's breath elixir?
Frog's breath elixir? Yes. Where is that? We seem to be out of...
You drank it all again, didn't you?
Muriel, my blood sugar was low.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so tasty.
Since you can't keep your mitts off our supplies, we are halting production. This potion will have to wait until that merchant brings us our delivery.
If you find a frog, bring it directly to me and I will gladly trade you a sample of this potion. And then I'll have to drink the delicious froggy leftovers.
Until then, no more free dips. Our order is finally here. Well, part of it anyway. Chester, remind me to leave a poor review for that merchant on the town board.
Ah, this should do the trick.
It's close, but it still needs that frog's breath.
Well, I'm glad I could help further it along.
Yes, and as a token of our appreciation, we would like to give you this vial of hypnotic powder. Oh, it's expired.
It could work. It was just never finished.
Let me guess. It's missing lollipop root or baby's tears. I can bring you a tuft of Mr. Fancy Cake's fur.
Nope. It just needs raisins. Here.
Thanks, I guess.
Now, give us one shiny gold coin and the beautiful blue flame lantern will be all yours.
Thanks, dearie. And here's your lovely pumpkin lantern with a glowing blue flame candle. He reminds me of our son.
I always miss him this time of year.
He dreamed of becoming a knight, too. I wish he would visit more.
Or at least write. He was quite handy around the shop, though, especially with potions.
He'll return. He just has some adventures of his own to seek. Dearie, where are my dried reptile skins?
Well, where did you leave them, dear?
You ate them again, didn't you?
No, of course not. Fine, yes, I did. I used them on my toast this morning, and I'm not sorry. Ah, youth. Remember what it felt like to be young?
I remember where you proposed.
Just outside the caves up in the Great Mountains.
Oh, such a beautiful day. Well, until our picnic was stolen.
Oh, yes. I had to wrestle our lunch away from the eldest bear.
Dear, I think you mean the barest elder.
Oh, you're right. It was the barest elder. Oh, naked. Oh, and very old.
Yeesh. Ugh. Ah.
I was fine viewing that snarly Snorlax with the 6 legs, 3 claws, and 1 tooth from this distance. Gross. Maybe I could beat someone to the meeting and hear the password.
Where do you keep going, Ulfi?
Ulfi has very important business to attend to. Have the croissants arrived yet?
I already told you. I forgot the croissant, okay? Can we please move on from the croissant?
Guys, I feel like we're talking in circles here.
You'd think with his giant head, there'd be a brain bigger than a macaroon. Ulfi, you're so easily tricked into sitting down. You should stand up for our rights. Well, easy.
But Ulfi likes sitting down. Helps relieve pressure off my back.
Look, Pilar, I'm on your side, but I need you to work with me. We need to build our bridges and get over this. What's a compromise we can all live with?
Oh, there is no compromise. Those tiny ingrates go around stomping on the shoulders of giants, with no thought as to who is underneath them. They climbed the ladder of success and forgot who got them across their troubled waters. What's in it for us? We will show them all what happens when you cross the wrong bridge.
Oh, jeez, Pilar, I don't know.
What's this doing
I
here?
wouldn't go so far as to say they don't appreciate us, but by golly, I wouldn't go so far as to say they do either.
Bridges don't grow on trees. They grow on us. If Daventry wants us to go back to work, those guards
Shortcut.
need to stop
Brilliant.
breaking our backs.
That Ulfi can agree with. The guards with pointy shoes hurt Ulfi's back.
So, all of us are aligned with the strategy that the guards need to step lightly when crossing on our backs. Now we're getting somewhere. Next item is a Grand Counselor replacement. I have been happy to serve you, but as you know, I am going to retire next year.
No time to talk. Gotta get back to the meeting.
needs to work on his time management skills. Now, Pilar, I don't know if I'd say it like that. I wish Ulfie would stay put. This meeting is already way over schedule. I'm sure he'll be...
What is the knock? And the password.
Trust me.
Très bien.
Ulfie, I am going to have to ask you to please remain in the meeting until we are done.
As long as I know the secret password, you still have to let me in.
Proceed with the secret knock. And then? Continue. Très bien. There is no entrance without the secret password.
Trust me?
That is correct. Hold on. Hey, you don't look like a troll. You look like a scab. And I love the taste of scabs. Delicious.
He's no scab. He's a bridge bandicoot. And Ulfie's friend. Let him in, Pilar. He is a representative from our sister guild in Ludor.
I heard the Ludor Bridge Guild members are horrendously violent thugs. Wanton destruction follows any negotiation they have ever held. Welcome, friend. Come inside.
Mr. Bridge Bandicoot, representative of Luador, on behalf of myself, the Grand Counselor of the Daventry Bridge Troll Guild, I would like to welcome you to our chapter meeting. It will be great to have an outsider's opinion on our strike.
As long as he sides with me, it will be wonderful. Since I am sick of supporting the people of Daventry, I have collected all of the Trollhorn mouthpieces. They cannot be used anymore.
Golly gosh, Pilar, that seems a bit extreme.
Not extreme enough. We need to destroy these horns once and for all. We need to make a statement. We are not at their beck and call. Daventry has burned their bridges with us, and I will set fire to all these horns.
Where are your horns, Pilar?
Mine are already up on the hill where I will take all of these. Everyone will be able to see them burn. You, newcomer, throw in whatever is used to summon you. You are a part of this. How cute. A little bridge bell for a little bandicoot.
Okay, well, according to the agenda, the next line item we need to discuss is our negotiation tactics. What is our strategy for getting those guards to stop stomping around on our backs?
Oh! They should cross barefoot without their sharp heels.
I think we should feast on their legs and force them to crawl over our backs.
Okay, now, both interesting perspectives, I hear you, but we gotta find a way for us all to be successful. What do you think, Bandicoot?
Well, I actually agree with Pilar.
Merci. This little one has the rebellious spirit. He is very welcome here.
Point taken. Moving on. Switching topics. Ulfie, it's your turn to bring the snacks next week. Do we want sweet or salty?
Ulfie loves the taste of sweet.
Ulfie, you are an unrefined swine. Savory. is the only snack accepted by my palate.
You both bring up good points, but we have to come together on this. What do you think, Bandicoot?
Oh, there is nothing tastier than a fresh baguette with a few gobs of camembert.
Vive la révolution, Bandicoot.
Okay, continuing forward. We need to decide on our team jackets. The tailor cannot wait any longer for our final decision.
Alfie is a fan of the majestic unicorn and butterfly logo with the slogan, "Building bridges to the future."
No. Our jacket needs to be exciting. We should go with something epic, something that will burn into their minds. We should go with trolls eating humans, with the slogan, "Feed the trolls."
Okay, those are both great points, but we really need to find a side to align on and work together. What do you think, Bandicoot?
I'm gonna go with Ulfie on this. I love butterflies and unicorns.
A bridge to friendship is the best way to solve this.
Next item, negotiation tactics. Getting guards to step softly across our backs.
Make them walk barefoot.
Eat their legs and force them to crawl across.
Guys, I feel like we're talking in circles here.
That's it. Waddles is right. We're repeating ourselves. I'm taking my horn and leaving until you sort this out.
Okay then, really? This meeting should be adjourned anyway.
I had tricked them. That bell was of little use to me, but Waddle's horn was sure to blow open new paths. A new kind of horn, but the same result. The horn reeked of toothpaste and cabbage. Luckily, those were flavors I liked. So toothpastey, so cabbagey. Yep, I blew on that horn 5 times. Well, 6 times. After a while, I lost count of how many times I blew on that horn. Then I remembered I blew the horn at least 8 times. I should get a trophy or an achievement for how many times I blew on that horn. I continued to blow on that horn, but my mind was silent.
Waddles!
This fire is not easy to ignite. I can't take this stress. I need a snack.
Powderize!
I don't feel so good.
Spin!
Spin. Spinny. Spin.
Shake.
Shaky, shaky, shaky.
Shimmy.
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
Take a nap.
I need a nap.
This is just a crazy dream. You don't like the taste of lanky teenager.
I now had the complete set.